Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Marvel, the Eternals Aerial Assault. This is set number 76145. It has 133 pieces, and I paid $8 for this set. Now, this set was normally $10, but it's on sale right now. I don't think this set or many of the other Eternals sets are selling very well. I'm not a very big fan of this movie necessarily, but I did want to take a look at this because of the sale, and it has two minifigures that look so-so. They look okay, and I was kind of interested in the Eternals set for the Domo, or whatever the big triangle ship they have is, and so I ended up picking this one up. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this Lego Marvel Eternals Aerial Assault set. This is actually better than I thought it would be. It's pretty simple, but at the very least, there's some parts in here that I am very happy to have gotten. So as a parts pack, especially for, the price that it's at when it's on sale, this doesn't feel too terrible to me. And the build is fine enough. I think there is probably play potential. It doesn't look too bad either, even if it's a little bit thin. Yeah, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be, actually. And there's some good extra pieces too, so pretty impressed. We can take a look at the minifigure first, and just so I know I get these characters' names correct. So this is Sprite, and let me find my focus, forgive me. There we go. So we have Sprite here on the smallest legs. So no bending for the legs and nothing really in the midsection. Really good printing for the torso though, including like their emblem or their thing on their chest there. And I really like some of the spirally kind of designs in here that are asymmetrical and really cool. So I think this is a really good torso actually. And the back of it has kind of a cape kind of going across one side, and it's just a pretty dynamic and pretty interesting looking torso in my opinion. I don't know how useful these torsos will be, outside of these characters that they're supposed to be for, but either way, I think that one's really well done with a lot of good stuff going on. We have a pretty basic face here, basic hairpiece. We do have an alternate face of Sprite being a little more concerned, a little more worried there. So that's okay, and I don't know if any of these accessories are supposed to go with Sprite. They may, but I'm not positive yet. And the next one we have is Ikaris here, and this one's really well done as well. So hairpiece is pretty standard, face print is okay, but I love the torso print. Different kind of logo than Sprite up there on that emblem. Tons of gold detail here. A lot of the shading works really, really well for me. So this torso is just brilliant. And then the gold continues into the midsection there and onto the legs, including the feet here. So I think this is a really good minifigure. And I don't know if all Eternals ended up looking like this or not, but for this price for this set, I'm perfectly happy with that. Nothing on the arms. The back is Continues some of the thematic stuff from the front, a lot of gold, and the color scheme works really well. We do have an alternate face for Ikaris as well here, a little more concerned, maybe embattled, I don't know. And Ikaris does have the kind of projectiles that Adam Warlock has in the New Guardians ship. So you push off one side of this and they launch out of their hands, and you do get an extra one of those. So you get 3 of those total. I think that's well done, but I think this is a great minifigure. I don't know if these will ever be worth any money in the aftermarket. Maybe if Eternals become a big thing within the MCU and they make more sets and whatever, maybe these will trend upwards. I haven't checked what they go for now, but at the very least, I think this is a really good minifigure that at the $8 price point for all of this stuff, for 2 figures and the small build and whatever, feels pretty okay for me. So I'm very, very happy with this minifigure there. We have a couple of minifigure accessories that I'll show. We get a katana in the gold, and these, like, I don't know, are they sai, or I don't know what these are called, but these smaller sort of accessories here. And the instructions didn't have me use any of those at all, so I'm not sure if they're supposed to be with Sprite or with Ikaris or what they're supposed to be, but I'm very happy to get these. I don't know if I had any of this exact piece in the gold before, because I don't know if I've seen Ninjago have these, even though it feels like it would fit there, but that's very nice. And then the rest of the build is in this this winged deviant, I would call it. And this is actually pretty cool. I like the colors a lot. There's a lot of gold and like this either navy or like dark blue or purple here, but the gold really stands out to me. There are some stickers that I'll just point out right away. There's only 2 unique ones, so the ones on the arms and in kind of the pelvic region here are all the same, and then the ones on each of the legs are the same, but I think those work quite nicely actually, and not a big deal. And then this was a big surprise for me when I saw it in the instructions. I was like, wait, where's that sticker? That's not on my sticker sheet. And as it turned out, that is a print for the face or for the eyes up here of this deviant. So I think that is very, very cool. Nice use of these like big barb or claw pieces in black for like ears. It has almost a Anubic, or like, you know, Anubis like build there. The legs are cool. There's a ball joint at the hip area, nothing for like the knee area, and then the feet are on a ball joint. We do get some gold accents, gold at the back, which I think is really nice, and they're sturdy enough. This can stand up on its own, which I think is really important for play and display, which is really good. Arms, pretty basic, ball joints up here. We do have joints kind of at the wrist or the elbow as well, and then we go to these kind of clip pieces and we have sort of like claws or these claw type weapon accessories here in gold, which I think is cool. A little bit lacking. These arms are pretty thin, pretty small, can't do a whole lot, and feel a little fragile to me, but that's still okay. I liked how the body was kind of built. It was different than I normally see. If you can tell here, the joints, because this is so thin, those are on top of each other, so one leg ends up being like in front of the other one, just on based where the joints are. So you can kind of see that from different angles there. But that doesn't bother me too much. It actually works okay, especially for how narrow this all is. Chest is fine. I really like the head. It uses like a droid body underneath there, so we have multiple places to clip things. Can clip this on, we can stud this on, clip it to the torso or the neck piece, clip open the front or this mouthpiece, which we have some gold underneath here. And then we have the wings. This is great. So these are all gold. They use kind of a flexible tubing for the core of those. A bunch of these gold like clip pieces that can receive a bar, a bunch of gold studs there, hollow studs. And then we have these, which are the iridescent or opalescent pink, the like satin, translucent, sparkly pink color there that I've been loving a lot of lately. And so you get a bunch of that for these wings. And these wings, these pieces can be kind of flared out in different ways, or be, you know, articulated, and on each individual thing can be its own thing here, and that can be made to do whatever. And there's probably a way to kind of have them look like they're in motion. They can be moved a little bit up and down based on this piece back here that they're clipped to, and back and forth this way. So there's actually like a lot of, and then you can move each individual one, move these ones at the end. So there is a lot of like movement for those to kind of get it just in a way you might want. But I'm really happy to see that these are that color. And you get a bunch of those. So we have 6 on each wing, so that's 12. 13, we have kind of a tail back here using one of them, and then we get an extra, so you get 14 of those kind of, I don't know what to call them. It's almost like a foliage element, it looks like to me, but in that satin translucent pink there, which is really nice and good to have. And then, yeah, looking at the back, we get some more stuff, more little details for the legs there, which I think is pretty good, a little more gold accents. And this is all right. So it stands on its own. It feels pretty sturdy, even though it's very narrow. So that's really good. And there's different posability, and I bet, you know, there's probably ways to make this thing crawl and do different stuff, and that's cool. And yeah, the wings are pretty nice looking and fun. Good minifigure. Some nice accessories here, not too complicated, not expensive. So this is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It's still not great. I mean, it's an $8 set or a $10 set, 130 pieces, 133 pieces, 2 minifigures. So this is a lot of tiny pieces. It doesn't feel like, you know, super robust, but it's sturdy enough. I don't feel like too much of it's just going to fall off that easily. Maybe the arms can slide off a little bit, but it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I will show the extra pieces besides the accessories. So as I said, we do get an extra of that kind of like tail piece in the satin translucent pink there, extra gold barb, extra of that flexible tubing, extra of this minifigure projectile, gold stud, gold claw, and then 2 cheese slopes of different colors. So some nice extra pieces there too. I think at the very least, like if this was just a part pack, this isn't that bad. And maybe these minifigures are worth something, maybe they're not, I don't really know. But I'm certainly happy to get like all of these and more gold, because I can always use more of that. And I think there is play potential here, and could be display potential too for different Marvel scenes, or as Eternal characters become more ingrained in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I could see this, you know, having some more relevance than it currently does. Because for me, I just thought this was kind of a throwaway set. Not throwaway as literally, but just like an $8 set that I could take a look at and be kind of like whatever about. But it did exceed my expectations. This is pretty nice. I'm happy to get it on sale, but this is good minifigures, and there's good stuff here too, so that's all right. And that's it, I think, for this set. So if you like this video, consider giving it a like, please. And if you like the other content on my channel, consider subscribing, please, so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I will be doing in the future, including more LEGO Marvel, more little builds like this, more big one, LEGO Star Wars, Creator 3-in-1, Speed Champions, Architecture, tons of different stuff. And subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming LEGO videos. And until next time, thanks. Bye.